So we're building this up in parts. All right, so the first scenario was that they've just entered into the tight waist, but they've not been able to build up to their knees where they can dogfight. All right? So there's a difference between tight waist and dogfight. All right? When you get the other one step over, this is tight waist. When you build all the way up to the knees, this is dogfight. Because from here, we both have a decent amount of offense. All right? When he's down, here, right? I don't really have any offense here. Right? Wrap it my waist. I can't just get a hold of it. So, the next scenario we're going to do is go with this. The next scenario we're going to do is I'm initiating a knee cut, but he's starting to wrestle up on me to collect my leg. All right? Because he's going to build up to his knees. So we have to have an answer for when he actually is able to get to his knees. Unlike the first scenario, he was still on his hip. Make sense? So, I'm here, I've always got my foot posted out. I never want to be on my knees here. When I'm on my knees, I'm not mobile at all. Easy to off balance. If I've got a leg posted, he can kick me all he wants, I don't care. Alright, he's not going to off balance me. So, hand on the hip, hand on the knee, I'm going to pop up and put my shin on top of his thigh, like I'm trying to staple. He recognizes that, and we'll say he wins the underhook, and he starts collecting this leg. Alright? Because if he can wrestle up on me here and put me down, I'm going to lose that battle. Now, one thing I want to talk about, whenever we're in these wrestle up dogfight scenarios, is I never want to see this shit. He wrestles up, we go for a front head, and then as he comes up to his knees, we fall with the leg in between. Because look what's going to happen. He's just going to high step and pass to the outside. And we just gave up a sweep for him. It's a sweep. Right? Because if you can wrestle up from guard, that's points. Right? You never concede to a negative position. Right? If I'm on top and I jump into a front headlock and try to jump on a guillotine right away, unless it is just wide open, their head is up, they're asking to get choked. A lot of people don't just shoot up with their heads up like that. Right? We need to be able to counter. If I say I still want that guillotine, right, and he wrestles up onto his knees, I can clear, shoulder to front head, and then enter into my guillotine. Right? I don't have to just jump on it because he's wrestling up on me. Create your opportunity and create your own. Right? That's one thing I wanted to talk about. I saw it happen a couple times at the Rev, and it frustrated me because we could have easily just cleared and re-entered in. So, the scenario. He gets that leg. Right? He's not going for my waist here for tie waist. He's trying to get a single on. Same thing. I'm going to punch that whizzer, find the base of his head. But this time he builds up to his knee. Alright? So I'm going to drop my hip to the mat. Right? Because he's holding on to my leg. Right? If I can punch, turn my knee out, and then slide and drop my hip to the mat, right? I'll clear that grip around my leg while having a whizzer and that post on the back of the neck. Right? He's up to his knees here, so I'm not going to be able to just take his back with me. But what I can do is take my outside leg, I'm going to do a big step and try to put my thigh up against that shoulder. Here. Right? I'm not knee down, I'm stepping. Because as I clear, I'm going to wrap the hip. I'll be able to pivot on the ball of my foot, and we're right back into our turtle position. And then I want you guys to get your grip sequence, however it is. Okay? Down. I'm here. He wrestles up and goes for the leg. I still punch my whizzer. I still see clamp on the back of his head. He's able to drive into me here and get my leg on the mat and build up to his knees. I'm going to turn my knee away from him and slide and sit to that hip. Got the whizzer, got the C-post on the head. Step on my thigh, right on the outside of that shoulder. Why would I want to do that? Can anybody tell me? To prevent the arm? Exactly, yes. If I just run the corner here and he opens behind my hip, he can drive in, he can just pass the single on the outside, or as I'm coming around that corner, loose, he can find my hip and pull rush me and put me down. So I'm taking away his ability to still counter wrestle up on me when I'm trying to shut down the initial wrestle from and the knee cut. Does that make sense, everybody? You guys see how we're building into the series? All right, I post up. I'm on like a shin pin here. He wrestles up on my single leg. Dog fight. Post on the back of the neck. Turn my knee away. Sit to that hip. Once I've cleared, I drive my weight back in. Second block. On my chest. Center of the back here. And I pivot around the ball of my foot. That's why it's important to be on our toes because we're mobile. Right? You guys can do whatever grip sequence you guys want to do. Alright? Doesn't matter to me. But I want you guys to get here and have some type of a grip. Any questions on that?
This is a great drill. Kyle likes that counter. Kyle likes that counter from the bottom there. So when you're knee slicing, he likes to go to that single leg. There's a really good single leg right there. So this is a really good drill.
What this is actually similar to is when he shoots a single leg on me, right? And I'm able to pose and clear my leg out, right? When he shoots like a loose single, he hasn't wrapped it up yet, right? That's kind of what we're doing it from the ground, right? So I'm turning my knee away and I'm clearing my leg out of his grip. Does that make sense to everybody? You have any questions on that? Cool. All right, let's do it for 5 minutes. 3, 2, 1.